in Surah Al-Kahf, there is this beautiful story that talks about Al-Khidr journey with Musa, or Musa's trip with Al-Khidr, whatever you could look at it. This is an educational journey, not for Musa only, but also to us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to pass messages to us. The important message that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to teach us is what Musa and the people in the story, some of them found out, some of them never found out. In the story, when Al-Khidr and Musa boarded a boat, and this boat belonged to boys. These boys were very poor. Imagine yourself, imagine a youth of group of young people who came together, they bought a small car, they fixed that car and they made it nice. And then somehow, they were praying, they're close to Allah, they're working very hard. Then that boat got damaged, or that car nowadays got damaged, because whatever you look at it. So when that happened, Musa, the boys and Musa alayhi salam were shocked, because Musa asked Al-Khidr, why did you make a hole in the boat? It's like the boys themselves asking, why after all of this salah and praying and asking and being hopeful, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala damaged our boats? Why this has to happen to us? Why me? Why me? That so many people says. Fast forward, when they reached the other side, after dropping Al-Khidr and Musa, they noticed there's a soldiers who's searching all the boats. And when they looked at their boat to confiscate it and take it away from them, they noticed that this boat was damaged. They were so grateful that Allah, or that damage was in that boat, because if that boat was not damaged, the king will take the whole boat away from them. Same thing, anyone who had a car, then they will be able to fix it, and then they'll go back. But Allah saved them from something bigger, maybe a car accident, maybe something. Someone like maybe his petrol ran out, or the issue happened with the engine, or the police stopped him, or maybe his car was picked up by a police in the street and they took away from him for a day. Maybe Allah saved you from a big accident, from a big issue that could have made you lose that car, or maybe lose your life. So that's the same thing. The boys in this story, they found out why Allah did this to them, why Allah, and that test that Allah has given them is become a blessing test. So not all trials are very bad. Some trials are savior and saving people. That's number one. The other one, the boy that Khidr came and saw in the town and he killed. Musa was shocked. The mum and the father of that boy were shocked. The two parents were pious people, were good people. They never know up to today. They will never know why Allah made their son die very early. They've regretted it. They were so sad about it. The mom may have been talking about him for many years after that, but they never found out. But Allah knew that this boy, when he grow up, he will be very bad to them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose to take that boy away before he grew up. And then Allah replaced him with another child. The mom had another child. And thus they will never ever know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was actually saving them from a bigger trial. So that's the second learning. So the boys in the boat, they found out. The mother and the father here, who were also good people, they never found out. All of these trials are happening to believing people who were good in their life. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was testing them in different way. None of them were non-believing. All of them were believing people. Now comes in the town that Al-Khidr and Musa went to visit or passed by. Abirin Sabil. So when you see a guest in your town, you bring them in, you get them food, you get them closer and help them, because you don't know if they have money, they don't know if they have the same currency. So, but when they arrived to this town, they didn't welcome them, they refused them, and they were so horrible to them. Al-Khidr then said to Musa, let's go and fix this wall in this town. Why would you fix a wall? And if you did fix a wall for them, so why don't you just ask for money? Ask them to pay you. Musa asked. Al-Khidr said to him, you didn't understand, Musa. Let's separate in this point. So why did he fix it? He fixed it because there were two orphans in this town. And these two orphans, not their father their great-grandfather or their grandfather was a good man. And subsequently, I think also the father was good as well. Yeah, and in the return, because they've done good in their life, yeah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent a messenger, Musa, yeah, one of Dhul Azm, and a pious man, a Khidr, yeah, to come and fix the wall for these kids. Yeah, look at the payout. That grandfather never knew, he died obviously, never knew that his not son, his offspring, his great-grandchildren will be saved, their wealth will be saved by a messenger and Rajulun Salih, a pious man. Yeah? And this is the honor that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives. Sometimes when you do something good for sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, don't wait for the payment. You might not get that payment today. You might not get it tomorrow. You might not ever see it. But your great-grandchildren, someone you care about, that will come after you, will get it. And you will get a greater reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But this is just like payout in this life. This is the stories that we learn in Surah Al-Kahf that we're going to read tomorrow. So when you read in Surah Al-Kahf tomorrow and you pass by these verses, please pay attention to these ayahs and the deep meaning for these verses. It's so beautiful, it's so touching, it's amazing. Whenever you read Surah Al-Kahf every single day, you learn something new. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those who learn from the Quran every single day and enjoy the recitation of it. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum. Please share this video and comment on it and follow and subscribe. Jazakumullah khairan.